Welcome to the Media Reset intro video. This reset is all about where we direct our attention. Ever since the internet came to be, we've been inundated with more and more information at a faster and faster pace. We have more choice than ever, which can be wonderful in many different ways, but it also means that our attention has become one of our most precious resources. Where we direct this precious resource, our attention, is becoming more and more important because the media that we take in does have the power to shape our thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors. This media reset will include all forms of mass communication that have the ability to attract and hold our attention. Specifically, this will include what we read, for example, books, magazines, newspapers, newsletters, and blogs. What we watch, for example, movies, television, videos, and webinars. What we listen to, for example, music, radio, podcasts, and audiobooks, and what we interact with, for example, message boards, social media, video games, virtual or augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. This media reset is not about deprivation in the form of cutting out social media or any forms of media that you currently enjoy. This is going to be a different kind of reset, an Authenblissity reset, where you spend an entire month reconnecting with your inner compass in 12 different areas of life. The idea is that this practice will not only give you clarity about one specific area of your life, in this case media, but the act of making many small decisions and checking in with yourself will help you build confidence when making bigger decisions. This is my third time doing an Authenblissity reset, and each time I learn something new about myself, some new nuances, and also some new ways of being in the world. In this video, I'm going to talk about what you can expect if you join me in this media reset. Media in and of itself is neutral, and you might be surprised that I'm saying that because there is so much misinformation out there and so many slanted points of view, but in terms of the media itself, television, radio, books, all of those forms of media are neutral. We can choose what we decide to pay attention to. For example, television itself is neutral. It's a tool for disseminating information, but the shows contained within, or the messages within this form of media of television, those might not be neutral, but we can choose what we tune into. We don't have to watch the shows that perpetuate racism, misogyny, etc. We have a choice there. In this media reset, we're going to answer questions like, where do I direct my attention? Why do I choose to pay attention to this? And how does this content shape my thoughts, behaviors, and emotions? We can also take it deeper and ask ourselves, is the content that I take in aligned with who I am now and who I want to become in the future? Once we get clarity on these questions, we can decide how we want media to show up in our lives, what we choose to pay attention to, and what we choose to ignore. Similar to all the resets in my book, there are 5 sections in the media reset. The first section is Arrive, where we gently step into the topic. I'll share a personal story about how media has shown up in my life, and then there are 3 short exercises that follow. If you're not interested in the personal story and you want to jump right into the exercises themselves, you can start at word cloud. The second section in this chapter is Observe. There are 2 exercises in this section, the first one being Journal, where we observe ourselves for 7 days in terms of how we interact with media. This can include media that we take in. So for example, if we watch a television show, if we read a book, or if we scroll through social media. And it can also include media that we put out into the world. For example, if you write blog posts, or if you do YouTube videos, or if you post on social media. The main point of this journal exercise is to observe how we feel when we interact with media. So when you read the book that you're reading, how does that make you feel? Do you feel comforted? Do you feel at ease? Or does it make you feel anxious because you're reading a book perhaps for a reason other than you choosing the book yourself? We're going to tune into how we feel with all forms of media that we interact with throughout the week. We're also going to try to notice to see if we feel nourished by this form of media or depleted by it. And finally, we're going to observe a little bit about the quality of our attention. Are we feeling focused today, or are we feeling a bit more distracted and scattered? It's okay to have ebbs and flows. We're not trying to be super hyper focused all the time. We're just noticing without any judgment or without any shame. After a week of self-observation, there is a patterns exercise, which provides you with a series of sentence stems that you can respond to jot down any patterns you notice among your journal entries. The Explore section is a lot of fun. In this section, there are 10 exercises offered, and you choose 2 or 3 of them to complete. You can just follow your curiosity when choosing the exercises. Each exercise has a one-line description, which tells you a little bit about what you can expect. Of course, you can also read the entire exercise to see if you want to do it. But again, just follow your curiosity. Even the act of choosing which exercise to complete is an exercise in itself that helps you tune in to your intuition and your inner compass. The 4th section is Connect, and there are 5 exercises in this section. This section is the most challenging section in the book, so go at your own pace and feel free to skip exercises if you don't want to do them, or you can modify the exercises to go as granular or as detailed as you like. I do this myself. I actually do modify exercises to suit how I'm feeling at the time. If I want to go really deep, I will, but if I want to go more surface level or maybe explore one thought out of many that I have, I will go ahead and do that. These exercises can be customized to your preferences. Remember, this is all about tuning into your inner compass, so that means starting to make those decisions and trusting yourself. The 5th and final section is Reflect, and there are 3 exercises in this section. I really love this section. I find it to be a really nice summary of everything that we've learned about ourselves throughout the course of the chapter. This section is a little lighter, so I always look forward to it, especially after a longer and more challenging Connect section. That is, in a nutshell, what you can expect if you decide to join me in this media reset. I'll be starting in early January, but you can start at any time, and again, you can go at your own pace. I will be back towards the end of January to let you know how I did with this reset and to talk about what I learned about myself. This reset, along with 11 other resets, are all available in my book, Authenblissity Reset. If you don't have the book already, I will leave the link down below. If you want to participate but you can't afford the book right now, I also offer a pay what you can option for the PDF version of the book, and I'll leave that link down below as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be back very soon with another one. Until then, please take care and bye for now.